has uses. You know, it's a tank with a laning phase. You're not the strongest tank, but you do push in waves better than almost. But then it's going to be weird because most of the time they were always like longsword builders so they can get towards their first component first.
But you go back to the days of double Doran, Zal.
I mean, that's the thing. So when we had the 1v1 side select, we did have a lot of Doran stacking back then. Hang on, might be a bit of a play up here. Remember, Braum is kind of scary here.
Yeah, but there's a cultivation of spirit, Alex, and that means that they're going to they can't transcend themselves, only level 5, but they wish they could transcend themselves.
Sam, they're killing them.
Wusha protagonist is doing murderous things.
Clear instead just walked up to the wave, tried to get some rage and died.
I'm so angry I died.
Yeah. I was like, wow, to transcend it, Sam, to Renekton is dying.
I was quoting Yunara abilities.
Yeah.
Like, see, I know the abilities of Yunara as there's a Windblown Storm. Diablo needs to run across his captive audience. Unfortunately, Kratos is really not captive right now. He's currently being attacked by a large bird man. We know what Kratos does to people with winged feet. He kills them.
Flashing out, they're flashing out there. That was a little scary. I mean, whoa, now he's got the level 6. Curtain's called. That is such a weird trade. That was one of those times where I just didn't expect the Udyr kind of just random slap to do so much damage. Now Raptor's coming down. Come on, folks. This is a 1v3. This is a little unfair.
He's still going to keep running away. Kratos doesn't run. He fights to the death. This is a complete lie. While Raptor will show a supreme display of talent and flash away, the Cataclysm now going to go down. Does they have the Terror Ship? They do. So they get over the wall. But now look who's TP'd in. It's Braum, who hits them with the Winter's Bite. Nice KO.
Oh, the blind Braum Q as well. Damn. I mean, now I can't remember if For Honor was actually a good game, but I remember it being a thing.
I don't remember.
Did anyone play For Honor in chat? Do you have opinions on the game? Because I just bluntly didn't.
I mean, basically, Age of Mythology is also this.
Well, that's Egyptian.
And Vikings and Greeks.
But Sam, where does the samurai come into it?
That's irrelevant. Why would you bring up samurai? Al?
The downfall of that era, of that shogunate, because they're like, yeah, we actually can't pay you for, you know, the battling you've been doing.
That's unfortunate.
1274, not the 1250s. Thank you, appreciate you. And then I think the next one was 1281, then maybe.
Raptor, I think he might be in danger here. Can try for a supreme display of talent, perhaps. He's inside the Cataclysm, which is not great against the Kiana. Gets over the wall, nice escape, but can they do any damage back? Kati is low and does go down to an Ixtal.
Oh, Clear!
Edge of Ixtal's the one. Clear gets out. Shogun just about kills Raptor, and they do turn this around relatively well, actually.
I mean, it's still a 2. I mean, Clear just did some ridiculous work there on the Renekton. Got into the backline, managed to get out somehow. 2 for 1. If, you know, Rakan Shockwave kind of goes wild, and, you know, Wolf's Shockwave will find them all. I believe that's how the quiz is very cool. But I got to hang out with him a little bit around MSI 23. I don't know him that personally, but occasionally we trade some messages here and there. Kratos is going for a big old angle on the Udyr. That's a dunk.
And he comes to quickness, try and turn this around. Good battle dance angle. Oh, the Shockwave after is solid enough though, and they bring down the Orianna, regardless of the attempted defensive ult.
Yeah, it's like a confetti ult. It's like, wee. That looks
I'm dead. Hooray!
Hooray! I have died. This is you know, this is the funeral decorations. Oh, just about misses the ult there. Kati was looking for a good trade on Diablo. 3 grubs for BFX means that their pushing potential is pretty strong. They do lose that turret, but they got first turret beforehand in the bot lane. They just get the full inner turret. That'd be an insane amount of gold to pick up for clearing just that one lane. That's cool. Good. In terms of, they're strong for different reasons, Blade. I think you're, hang on a second, might be a play here. Raptor does have a decent amount of damage. He has 2 items. Raptor could flash in to confirm something. Kratos trying to get that whole Udyr distance rolling, because as soon as you get out of melee range, you'll just, you know, continually run away. Udyr is really hard to catch, as, you know, D Gates would have you know. Braum goes wide. Diablo does have flash. That's some pretty fancy feed from Diablo there. Will W out, gets the ultimate down. Not sure about the curtain call. In fact, it's immediately cancelled. Diablo will close the curtains very quickly. In all 3 chats is letting me know that. Good job, everyone. Turns out that doing 12-hour streams for the last 3 days has been a bit taxing on the mental. Okay, Azkan's alive. Very close in gold, actually. 3 kills on the Yunara. You know what? Shogun could carry this. You know, if you manage to flash out of Shockwave and or Kiana combo. I think Yunara could carry a very big point of power with that. But Diablo is 17 years old? Wow. Crazy level of form for such a young player. Okay, Atacon started. Decent objective damage coming. God, still on Vikings! Of course, we need to know where Godguar's predictions lie. Hey, BFX teleporting in. Is this a flip? This might just be a full flip. Clear going in. Atacon secured by Vikings. That's a massive Renekton. Oh my god, the Renekton Kiana damage is insane. Okay, you get the Atacon, but at what cost? Very good turnaround from Kati, which gets one back. Is that one back? Yeah, Diablo's coming over. I think Diablo might just kill him, folks. I think Diablo might just kill him. Kratos has a decent amount of HP. The fourth shot. It's a little bit scary. Raptor goes over for a bit of combo. That's insanely good work from... Oh my god. The Axiomar gets him a second ult. The Axiomar gets him a second ult. Axiomar when it's actually, you know, a strong item. Oh, funny as hell. Axiomar value, folks. Who are my dark horses for Worlds this year? I'm ridiculously inconsistent, but have a high roll. Okay, I need to think about that a little more, because I'm actually... It's very hard. Hang on a second, clear over the wall. Just get the E reset. We'll slice in, dice out. Oh, bloody hell, he just evaporates! That's meant to be a tank, by the way. That was meant to be a tank. He has died. Guri has dunked in, and has died very, very quickly afterwards. Raptor has had an insane game. Shogun's flashing in. Yunara damage. Gets the Brawn passive down. Ooh, sidesteps the Gen.G, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Damage is already done. BFX way too far ahead. Raptor's damage on this Kiana is utterly insane. So I will say people are just underestimating the current level. I just don't trust top esports internationally. I just don't trust them internationally. H-League technically did have a 5-game series versus Gen.G at Road to MSI. Yeah, but then obviously in summer, I feel like Zeka is really not playing fantastically right now, and also Zeus in playoffs was just a little bit off too. Oh my god, that's some damage. Hang on, that's not bad from Vikings. Managed to take down the Jin, so the AD carry's gone. Bot lane's both dead now. So that's 2 for 1. Guri died, finding the engage. Good damage from Vikla. That's 3 items. Shadow Flame in there. Kratos takes some decent damage to clear. How you doing, Sam? Yeah, Sam and I had some... Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Kratos going in towards top side. Clear might get the kill here, but will Kratos... Well, is he going to have enough time to buy that damage? I don't think so. He'll run away from his top lane, and...
will become murky.
Yeah, he's obscured. Expedition 33. Yeah.
Obscured Expedition, that's fantastic. Clear obscured.
Just clear obscured. Never forget Garm top esports. Yeah, we were talking about it the other day actually, because TRheden was flashing the top esports logo at Garm as he beat them. It was kind of funny.
Gets attacked by a way. It's okay. Doesn't go on another expedition.
Right, because, you know, he'd have to go on like another 32.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
I mean, technically it counts down, I know.
It does, but I say, strictly speaking, it's the other way around.
Yeah, but I find it funnier that way, you know. Who would even do 33 expeditions anywhere? You know, it's a lot of expeditions.
It is.
10 seconds still drag. Ooh, trying to catch out the giant.
Oh, that's a big shockwave, and Kratos is in the middle of making sure no one else is getting on over here. I think that might be a game winner.
Yeah, they managed to kill the Yunara. Yunara was the win condition. Kellen forced the flash. Shockwave finds him after. That will at least be Dragon Soul, if not the game.
Shockwave finds none of them at all.
Sammy hit 3 of them.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think of cool lines to not be
no. And Kellen's quickness will find them all.
Yeah.
You know, every time a Ricardo Oriana play happens now, I'm just going to start shouting out the Ricardo instead. Just to fuel the fire, because I find that funny, Sam.
Yeah.
Funnily enough for me, I've also had to do tax work recently too. It's taxes are a pain everywhere in the world. I hope you've not enjoyed, but I hope you've survived doing your taxes for your job. Baron's getting started, so BFX will get themselves Soul and they get themselves Baron. It's not the end of the game, but it's basically a victory lap after this point. Making merch is a problem because you need to sell enough to actually make it a worthwhile investment. It would be very cool if I did, but maybe a plan for the future. What I need to do is just make my own version of that one like Sakura hoodie I have to pull over. That's kind of like the iconic hoodie I have. Anyway, BFX is walking in with the Baron. They'll maybe it's Baron effects, Sam. Maybe it's Baron effects. Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. Oh, we figured it out. Thank you, Alex.
BFX stands for Baron effects. They're gonna crush through the mid lane inhibitor turret. That should be dead pretty quickly.
We'll go into a cataclysm and then flag and drag out. Unfortunately, the curtains are getting called on them, and it's a lot of fabric, and they don't really know what to do about it. They'll blow up a Rakan, but unfortunately, Jin is on a triple kill, and actually might be looking for something a little bit more. Shockwave just wide. Diablo looking for at least the Jin penta, maybe the whole damn thing. How aggressively to BFX want to hunt for those extra kills over the end of the game. Currently, it looks like they're more interested in the Nexus turret, but here comes that fountain dive. Looking for more value. There is the Orianna stealing it, and now, unfortunately...
It had timed out. It had timed out.
I don't care. It's the... What would make me happy is you admitting failure and my superiority in this moment. Chat. This is what I deal with.
Not nearly as good.
And those small margins make a big difference against the best teams in the world. It just does.
So Kratos flashing away, but it's still going to get hit by the Zenith Blade. Raptor comes through, lands the Q, and that is a dead Rumble.
Vikings, give me this wave, my soul is yours.
You know, I know it's a very memed upon moment because it's an older game, so maybe some people find how like emotionally well written they are. It's very cool. Oh, Flash Forward Kellen didn't have the flash himself. Flash Forward Zenith played earlier. Gets caught out. Is it enough damage? No one's coming to help him. He actually might make this out alive, you know?
This is crazy value.
There was no one coming to help him. He just walks out by himself.
Where's Kindred marks at? Got one mark.
He has one on Lee Sin if he does come to the play. Diablo is on weak side of the map. Support teleport. So Kellen survives, goes back, teleports back in, takes a load of damage off the Styles. Shillong Hex splashes over the wall.
Look for the rocket punch, gets it, and there's the last auto, but there's a barrier burn. Is not enough, and Diablo survives. Kellen with the Shield of Daybreak slow. Out comes the mounting Dread, but the Dread's just not all that frightening right now. Hang on, Kati's coming on over. They've run walked in, but that means that Kati's in a 1v3. Oh!
Void Seeker! Diablo goes down. He was so close to living because he had Vamp Scepter. The Vamp Scepter saved him. I thought that with Kellen being everywhere, that BFX would have maybe gotten more out of this early game, but, you know, Vikings are holding their own.
Why? The question I need to ask is actually there's a Core of the Forge God happening on top of Kratos, and unfortunately for Kratos, he did have to deal with Hephaestus. And that was a very tragic moment in God of War 3.
Oh god, they picked the Forge God into him too.
Yeah,
Truly. And so Mount. Oh, he almost blocks it. Close. Kellen's dead, by the way. And that's a hook.
Killing his horn. Viklet now needs to try and run away, but there's still the ability to Killer Instinct forward. Style does have flash. We'll try and proc it. Last auto just out of range, and he burned the flash for that as well. Style EY.
What? Style E.
That's what his name is.
Shut up, Sam. Torn in mid lane. It goes into the hook.
Not bad. Shulong will ensure that Diablo has to bullet time the wave in rage.
Oh man, that was a great combo. Like, damn, Vikings are 4-1 in the early game. 1.5k up. Guri has 2 marks. Does he have a third one coming up soon? Oh, he does have a mark on Raptor if it does go into a bigger fight. That could actually be a problem. Guri does have ult.
Guri's got a decent amount of work done. Don't see what. I think what the name was. Rune. He's actually running one towards his Concord. I mean, Equalize is very long range.
Yo, that's your engage.
Forwards, and you just have to hit the skill shots is the answer. They can't kill Diablo though.
Diablo also has ult.
Yeah, I think Stylee might be in trouble.
Style E, you mean? Oh!
He used the wrong way. He tried to bounce it through Shulong, wasn't he?
He just...
Yes, lead actually Diablo, who is laning very well on this misfortune so far. In comes the Zenith Blade, and Kratos will go absolutely not. Eat Flame Spitter, nerd. And on top side, bit of a dive and turn. Clear eats a fair chunk, but they won't end up getting anywhere near the kill. Trinity Force is complete for Guri. We'll note he's also got 3 marks, so 1 off the big time. Namely Mark 4.
Raptor's still on the bot side. Seolong does not have that many teammates nearby. There is a Kratos though.
There is a Kratos. Do you need any more teammates when you've got the God and animate? I don't kill him until there's a kick. Kratos through his teammate.
Very close to landing the hook there, by the way. That would have been really quite worrying.
And a half belt and haven't quite yet.
What is the other one?
So I've got Yunara, Hope of Spira, which is Enchantment Saga deck.
Okay.
So all your summons. So it's a summon deck.
Oh, Yuna, not Yunara.
Yeah, no, did I say Yunara?
You said Yunara. I was like,
League of Legends.
Is that like a planeswalker?
I was playing.
Diablo doesn't have flash for now.
He does a fair amount of dodging. That's not bad going. Bloodthirster value's good. Equalizer on top, and Diablo is still alive. Oh my god, he had the barrier shield to work with as well. Clear finally trying to go down. Flash and Guri will get that one. They don't kill the Misfortune. The bullet time to clear the wave is solid enough. Will likely die for the trade of the wave, but does so. Realm Warping now under the turret to punish the dive onto the Misfortune. Lamb's Respite comes on through from Kindred and stops any further follow-ups. It ends up being a 2-for-1, I guess. Is it even that? It might just be a 2-for-none, actually.
Hex flashing forwards.
Oh, my day. Strut value too big. Just base move speed on Misfortune if you've got hands.
Happy feet, happy feet. Yeah, Guri's not on a bad point of power right now. But yes, after the Dirk, it does feel like you really do start to fall. Because one thing about Collector is that you don't get any extra lethality from completing the full Collector item.
No.
You stick on like 12 lethality. That's it, which is not the best thing ever.
It is a very nice build.
Oh, hook over the wall, gets onto Calendars, onto the Leona, pretty tanky.
He is, and then comes the hero's entrance. Style immediately ults to very little avail. Nice enough, gets him into a potential position, but now we can't get around the
Oh, I don't like that at all.
Hit by the Sonic Wave, but again, it looked kind of fun, but didn't lead to anything, and now you're down a big ult. Make that 3.
You're literally only playing around Blitzcrank hooks now. You have no... I mean, you have an Equalizer. I don't know, Vikings, this is the problem with their comp.
Bullet time comes on down, will zone Vikings off a little bit. The Equalizer does come on down, doesn't really get that much value either. Watch Kellen on the flank, look to get onto Style, and that means it's a bit of a dangerous position for the Kaiser. They're going to jump on forward. BFX, maybe that's the angle. Vikler with the Realm Warp into the backline, begin to throw down some Spell Flux and some Overloads, and continue to melt their health bars. Fantastic fight for BFX, and I hate to say we called it, but we called it.
They don't have enough engage. They use their ultimates pretty ineffectively before this, and it ends up being a 5-for-1 plus the third dragon for BFX, who pull very far ahead in this game now. And that wasn't even, a fantastic bullet time or anything. It was just closing the distance, and Vikler and Diablo just kind of putting out a ton of damage. Raptor, very clean fight. Sure, there's probably a Herald we can do that with at some point.
True.
Vikings, I don't know. I don't think they can really approach much areas of the map now. They're down 2k, trading out bot lane turret as it stands. They have 2 grubs. Galio's going to start taking that. Atakan's started.
Okay. Atakan down to half. Shulong goes for the hook. It's onto the Ornn. They can probably kill him off, but their flash will keep him safe for now. Watch Kratos with a potential equalizer angle. Raptor will safeguard to keep Diablo safe, but is hit by another Void Seeker. The Mounting Dread was also stacking on the
Battle Herald. Battle Herald. Style!
It's started on the backside. That's how you get the Galio in. See, I told you. That's how it works. The problem is he's going to potentially die. That Lance fight times out. And you may have mentioned that you just group up in Lance fight for bullet time to murder you all.
What did Style just do? Kaiser just moved to the backline 1v5.
His mod's telling him no.
I can't.
But his body's telling him yeah.
I can't. I mean, Vikings, I know you're out of the tournament already, but come on.
Kaiser Jenkins.
Jesus, man. That is ridiculous. Driving into the insert here.
Oh, wow. I'm in awe of just what I've just witnessed.
Yeah, in awe of the size of that lab.
One who gets out of the land for this fight.
Guys,
that's very nice.
It's just a Diablo diff. That's just a Diablo diff for that one. I mean, that's insane. Like, we did see the Herald being dropped, and I was thinking, it's probably a Battle Herald. For it to then have that much value, insane.
Saves him from Kaiser and Galio, and then everyone's piled forward in a Lancer's fight for him to bullet time. I mean, it's
that is
just
so funny. Yeah, where were you when Diablo rode into battle on the Battle Herald?
Just Diabled all over him.
Just Diabled all over the man. Do you ride Heralds? Oh, I Diablo from time to time.
Oh, no. Diablo, no.
Huh?
That's just Diablo. No.
Oh, no, yeah.
He said, see, there was.
I get that now.
That can be your angle
What
or
is
your
that?
Diablo.
Wait, what? Why? Okay.
Guri needs to flash. Vikla will try and run warp away.
Devil does have flash. He might be able to. Oh, Kratos.
No. Vikla's gonna show him the meaning of damage as we'll get a shielded around onto Vikla, but I don't know how easy the damage will be. As actually the Rune Prison comes on and has to try and ult forwards, but it's not a one-person Icathian Rain, and that means that the spread damage keeps Vikla well and truly alive, who's also insanely fed this game. Diablo just blows up the Blitzcrank. Guri is now in a 1v1 with Kellen, which I think he's actually going to lose here, potentially.
Yeah, I don't know. Just Collector versus Steel Caps Eclipse Leona is not the most fun experience. While all this is happening, by the way, BFX are going to maybe kill an inhib. Okay, nice Q of the wall. Nice job, Clip.
And they'll turn back towards the dragon. That's all as well.
That Soul, I would have thought that would have actually been an inhib, but I guess not. Death time is not long enough. Cloud Soul now earned, which means...
Fun fact as well. The word democracy actually has its roots in Kratos. It's Demokratos. Kratos, of course, was the Greek god. Was it Chaos?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's what Kratos was the god of. Not the God of War option. And now we've had a lot of damage.
Oh,
that was
a
nasty knock-up. Flash, searing charge into the wall. Lee Sin gets the Kindred, and unfortunately death comes for us all. Even Kindred, Catty, about to get jumped on as well, and will die to the Lee Sin. He may be blind, but ain't missing those. It's obvious even to the blind monk.
I have enjoyed watching Vikings at this tournament. They'll walk away, you know, with some hard feelings about the NIP series, and I do absolutely understand that. I have enjoyed watching Vikings, and I will remember this team fondly from ASI. BFX will knock them out of the tournament, and they will move on.
GG.
Well, okay, Vikings were already knocked out technically, but...